welcome to the lecture. So in this lecture we will be starting a new topic of chemical bonding, and that is covalent bond. Now a covalent bond, it is defined as the bond that is formed by equal sharing of electrons, by equal sharing of electrons. And this sharing of electrons, it can be with same atom or it can be with different atom. So let us understand that suppose we have atom A and atom B. Now they are forming a bond. Now this bond, it is formed by two electrons. Now what happens next is that since these are two similar atoms, so these two electrons, they are equally shared by this A atom and this A atom. So it is this formation of covalent bond. This is the formation of covalent bond by two similar atoms. Similarly, if we have two different atoms like this, now these two atoms A and B, they share these two electrons. Now so sharing, it can be represented like this. These two electrons, they are shared by both A and by B. So this is the formation of covalent bond by two different atoms. Now we have two cases. First case is that if the two atoms, if they are same, or we can say that if they possess same electronegativity, then the covalent bond that is formed between them, it will be non-polar in nature. Let us have a look. Suppose we have hydrogen atom H2. Now there is formation of covalent bond between two hydrogen atoms H and H. Now since both these two atoms, they are same and they possess same electronegativity value, so these two electrons, these are shared both equally by this hydrogen atom and by this hydrogen atom. So the bond, it will be polar in nature. Similarly, if we have fluorine atom, now since fluorine here and here, there is formation of covalent bond between this fluorine atom and this fluorine atom. Now as we know, both atoms, they will possess same electronegativity value. So as a result of which this bond, it will also be polar in nature. So the rule is that if the two atoms, they are same and they possess same electronegativity value, then that bond, it will be non-polar in nature. Now the another rule is that if the two atoms, they are different, and these two are, we can say, if the two atoms, they possess different electronegativity value, then the covalent bond between them, it will be polar in nature. It will be polar in nature. Now let us understand that suppose we have hydrogen HF molecule. Now H, and it is the covalent bond formed between hydrogen and fluorine. Now since this is formed by between two electrons, now fluorine, since it is more electronegativity, fluorine being most electronegative atom as compared to hydrogen, what it will do, it will try to gain these electrons towards itself. It will try to push these electrons towards itself. So when it will does, what will happen will be like this. So these two electrons, they will come close to fluorine. When they will come close to fluorine, this fluorine, it will get a partial negative charge, and the hydrogen, it will get a partial positive charge. As a result of which this bond, it becomes polar in nature. Why? Because fluorine, it is high, because fluorine possesses high electronegative value as compared to hydrogen. So similarly, there are another examples. We have example of HCl. So here also chlorine, it is more electronegativity. Fluorine possesses more electronegativity as compared to hydrogen. As a result of which, chlorine, it will get delta negative, and hydrogen, it will get delta positive. So here also this bond becomes polar in nature. So the rule of thumb is the atoms which possess high electronegativity, or we can say the two atoms, if they possess different electronegativity value, then the bond that will be formed between them, it will be polar in nature. Now we will look at what are the properties of a covalent compound. When the atoms, they form covalent bonding between them, then the compound that is generated, that will be a covalent compound. Now we will see what are the properties of that covalent compound. Now the first property is that covalent compounds, they occur in either liquid state or in gaseous state. That is, they occur in liquid state or they occur in gaseous state.